Hi Patricia, Candy, your OT, wanted me to make this video for you today to go over some tips for living safely and independently at home. So I'm just gonna go through some of those in this video and hopefully it'll help you be more comfortable with living independently. Okay, so first we are going to go over some tips for planning a medical emergency. So first, what we're going to want to do is have a medical information sheet, just like this one here, and we want it somewhere visible. So a really good idea is having it somewhere like the fridge or somewhere maybe by your door where you'll see it and know what to do when there is an emergency, something you can refer back to. What you want to have on that is any medication you're currently taking, any allergies you may have, any diagnoses, so for example COPD or hypertension. You're also going to want to have your doctor's number, your pharmacy number, as well as your own address and your birthday, just because those might be questions you get asked in a medical emergency. Another really good tip is keeping a phone on you so you can call 911 if needed. Another option is you could set up a medical alert device. That's something you can speak about with your doctor if that interests you. And then it's also good to know which of your symptoms are serious and when you need to call 911 versus just calling your family doctor. Next, we're gonna go over some fire prevention tips. So we're gonna be focusing on the stove area here in the kitchen. So what we're gonna wanna do is eliminate hazards as much as possible. So you wanna make sure that you have your stove off when you're done using it. You don't really want to be multitasking while you're cooking. Kind of just stay in the kitchen and focus on that so you're less likely to forget about it. Another good thing is when you're cooking, keep your handles turned inward to avoid bumping into things catching fire, etc. You could also avoid candles and have some of the battery operated ones so you're less likely to forget about those, as well as keeping a small fire extinguisher in the kitchen is a good idea, and making sure that all of your smoke alarms are set and the batteries in there are replaced and new. In the event of a medical emergency, you are going to want to stay calm. I know that's pretty hard if there's a fire going on in your house, but it's a really good idea to call 911. And if you're unable to, or if you're too focused on running out of the house, you forgot your phone, it's a really good idea to go to a neighbor's house or somewhere else where you can call for help right away. Lastly, some good tips to compile all of your important phone numbers is by keeping a sheet nearby, somewhere you will see it. So a really good idea is either on the fridge, or if you have a landline, keeping it right next to the landline so you have access to it in case of an emergency, or if anyone is in your home, they know exactly who to call. Some good people to have on your emergency contact list would be your doctor, your pharmacist, your immediate family, anyone that you would want to be notified in case of an emergency.
Okay, now that we have gone over a few different strategies and tips on how to live safer at home independently, since the plan is to follow up next week to discuss the concepts of this video and help you kind of apply these strategies more hands-on, what I would like you to do before then from this video is pick 1 to 3 of those strategies for you to focus on and kind of implement this week already. And then when we follow up next week, we can kind of see where you're at, what strategies you like, anything new that you'd like to try, and any other ideas. So let me know how this next week goes. We'll touch base, and I will also speak with your occupational therapist, Candy, to see if there's any other additional resources or information that we can provide for you then. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great evening.